Joining me in the studio, we have Midwest Grass and Forage's Laura Lant Haney, who is from Macomb. How's it going?
Doing great.
Gonna kick it off, kind of have you introduce yourselves to the audience and what you do.
Sure. I am Laura Lant Haney with Midwest Grass and Forage out of Macomb. Midwest Grass and Forage is a family-owned ag seed business. We specialize in forages and cover crop seeds and work with farmers in the local area directly and around the state through our dealer network.
And you were kind of explaining to me a little bit about what you do this time of year. You're pretty busy, so I'm really happy you were able to make time to come here and talk with us today. Kind of just talk about your role a little bit.
So my family owns the business, and I wear a lot of different hats throughout the year, as almost everybody in the ag industry does. And this time of year, even though not a lot of seed is going in the ground, we are very busy bringing seed in. In fact, this morning we've had 2 semis pull in the drive to get unloaded with seed for spring for our local farmers. And a lot of what I do this time of year is the marketing and the planning. So getting all of our products for spring brought in, getting summer and fall products ordered now. And the other big part of what we do this time of year is education. So I do a lot of meetings where I'm out on the road speaking with farmers in their areas, talking about cover crops, products, getting plans made for later in the season. So it's definitely a 12-month out of the year role.
And all that hard work you've done, you are a recipient of the Mike Plumer Environmental Excellence Award, which is a big reason why we brought you in today. Congratulations. Just tell us what that means to be recognized.
Thank you. I am so honored to have received the award from Illinois Corn named in honor of Mike Plumer. Mike was a former educator around the state and was very passionate about advocating that farmers implement soil health practices on their farms and making sure that soil health was something that was accessible to every producer, no matter the scale of their operation. So to be able to receive anything in his memory is truly a great honor, and in my mind it really shows that we're working hard to help guys do cover crops the right way, that we are wanting to make them successful for the long term versus just selling them seed today.
And talking about that environmental excellence, let's talk about the cover crop side of Midwest Grass and Forage and just how you guys help kind of promote that side.
So cover crops are definitely something that are growing. What cover crops are planting some seeds after, or seeds that grow at a time of year that we won't harvest for a cash crop. So by putting those seeds out there, having living roots in the soil, we help to protect against erosion, suppress some weeds, and improve the overall soil health by adding more biological activity to it. Having cover crops is definitely a challenge. It's not something that's real easy, so it takes a learning curve for producers to implement that on their farm. We all know that margins are tight right now, so anything we can do to make that transition easier is something that we really focus on.
Yeah, and I've talked with a few people just on that cover crop side about just how that learning curve is the challenge. So how do you help kind of bridge that and help farmers trust what they're doing?
So one of the first things we do when we meet with a grower wanting to try cover crops is we ask them why. The answers on that really vary. If it's a livestock guy and they're wanting additional forage, that's easy. It's very cost effective to put cover crops in, get some grazing days. If they have pretty flat black ground, but they're still wanting to try them anyhow, it takes a little bit longer to see the payback period. So we make sure that they are prepped for that. It's still a great thing to do. But if they're expecting to see changes in the first year, they're going to be disappointed. Instead, we found that a lot of times it takes 3 years. But if we can stick with it for 3 years, the results are really promising. So another thing that we do is encourage producers to start small. Cover crops are truly a crop. They're not just an input. So making sure that we are putting them out there in a way that we're going to be able to manage and not potentially bring additional risk and harm to the farm is really important. So with tight margins, we're encouraging guys start with no more than 10% of your acres. Learn to manage them, and as you get more comfortable with it, you can definitely expand into more advanced cover crops and implement those practices on more of your acres.
Cover crops aren't the only things that you guys do at Midwest Grass and Forage. What other avenues can farmers explore with you guys?
So we carry about any seed other than corn and soybeans. Everything from wheat to forages, summer annuals, alfalfa, clover, turf grass seed, Lots of different things throughout the year. A lot of folks who are working with the USDA and FSA offices to implement some cost share programs. We would have all the waterway mixes, the native seed mixes for stuff like that. So we can help out on the vast majority of your farm needs.
What advice do you have for farmers maybe trying to look to incorporate more, add to, start their conservation journey?
The best advice I would give somebody is it's not a linear journey. You're not going to do it one year and repeat it the second year and have the exact same results. It's just like planting corn and soybeans. Mother Nature creates different challenges and different opportunities, and cover crops are the same. So be prepared to roll with the punches and manage to the conditions that we have that year, and use some patience. So there's definitely a lot of benefit and everything, but you just have to be willing to learn as you go along.
We're talking with Laura Lant Haney, who is the recipient of the Mike Plumer Environmental Excellence Award with Illinois Corn. Where do we go to get a hold of you guys and get more information?
So we are down at Macomb. We're located at 1300 East University Drive, Macomb. Our website is www.midwestgrass.com, and our phone number is 309-837-1820.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today and talking with us. And congratulations again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course, Laura Lant Haney with Midwest Grass Forage in Macomb here on AM 1330, FM 95.7 WRAM.